Okay, it's going live. And we're live. Okay. Yeah, so this time around I'll try and add some, I guess, player or baddie well, sort of baddie AI. It's not going to be anything glamorous because I don't have that much of a background in this sort of thing. It's just going to be anything that does the job. I started out like just with comments like, ooh, that's a little bit ugly. Like, if player is far away, then make the baddie walk closer. Just different ideas I had, like if this is, then do that. If this, then do that. Um, so next, I implemented this one to some extent. So if the player is far, walk close. I guess we can look at that implementation. Oh, Jesus. That's underneath over here. If player is far, then walk closer. So this was just like a comparison of the player's X position versus the baddie's X position. If I subtract those two, get the absolute of it. Is it greater than 20 pixel positions away? If so, then I assume that the baddie should walk closer to the player. So I changed the baddie animation to the walk, and I increment the baddie's frame animation by 1, and I do some loop over the animation. It's probably a better elegant way to do this with modulus tricks, but I didn't get around to doing that. And what else is this? Oh yes, an assessment of which direction should we increment by. If the baddie x is greater than the player x, then the baddie x should get smaller. Or if it's the other way around, then the baddie x should get bigger. So that's sufficient for me. And we saw a bit of that happening in the last video. So maybe I thought on similar lines, if the player is nearer, oh sorry, this line here, walk ahead more cautiously instead of this gung-ho, just walk straight ahead. Maybe something similar to the previous one. So I'll just make a new line for it. And okay, if player near walk cautious, I'll say. And I'll just put that there. I'll make a new subroutine here. If player near walk cautious. Again, I don't know how good or bad these things will turn out. These are just going to be initial raw attempts at doing this, and I can iterate on them and refine them and tweak them to until they start looking reasonable. I mean, but by AI, I don't mean like I want to implement some kind of neural network or something. No, nothing fancy. Um, so yeah, I imagine it'll be a similar sort of test. If the absolute of player x minus baddie x is greater than, what should it be, 10 maybe. Let's try. Then begin, do some other, and I'm happy for it to be, even for now, like a random, something random. I'm okay with that. Um, yeah, I reckon let's even be quick and dirty. Let's just copy paste this and only do it on a random or something. Well, it's kind of cheeky to do this. Um, Maybe instead of copy pasting, I should be more polite and put it in its own routine, like move baddie closer. Maybe that'd be a more polite way of doing it. Yeah, and then use it in both locations. Yeah, I think that'd be better. So then this will look like go sub move baddie closer, and then I'll be grabbing the guts of this and cutting it out. Yep, and I'll be pasting it here, putting a return here. Suppose I can clean this up too. I'm doing this with Shift and the install key, little non-conventional. So yeah, I've sort of refactored it that moving baddie closer logic out of the prior one. If player is far, walk closer. So that logic's more readable now. You know, if the player and the baddie are apart by 20 pixel positions, then move baddie closer. That's nice and readable. So here, maybe we'll be doing something similar. If the player and baddie X positions are 10 pixels apart or more, then in addition, or instead of jumping back to move baddie closer, and I don't know, if int, how was it again? I forget how to do random numbers. Times 5. No, let's do 3 is greater than 2. That work out? No greater than or equal to? Nah, I don't know. It's all just conjecture until we try it, I suppose. Then go sub move baddie closer. So basically, just I'll say, you know, get the random number generator. Give me a number between 1 and 4, and if it's greater than 3, then I want to move the baddie closer. It's dirty, but hopefully we see some impact of it. So I'll press F5 to build this, and we'll see if we. I'll get my joystick ready. I think the joystick's plugged in, and I should see that in play. That's it. Okay. Yeah. I'm okay with that. Yeah. I know it's quick and dirty, but yeah, it did the trick. If I go as he gets closer, yeah. All right. Okay, so maybe along the same lines, as he gets, how close is he going to get? He's going to get about that close. If he starts kicking from that range, how does it look? It's not really a kickable distance as yet. Maybe, yeah, maybe that sort of, yeah. So maybe I'll let him get a little bit closer. So I'll just escape from that with the run stop. So go back, which one? If player nearer or more cautious. Maybe I'll make that 8. Alright, I'm happy with that. But if players within hitting distance, consider hitting. So that's my next mindset, which kind of is pretty close to 8. Yeah, I'll put it at 8. And again, this is just if player hittable, try hitting. I don't know, something like that. If and again, I'm going for human readable label names here, mainly for readability, not just for myself. Because, I mean, it's true. I'm going to forget a lot of the details if I don't do this, but also in the possibility that others might want to read this too and follow along. So just I'm ready to sacrifice, beautiful basic speed by writing, just raw ifs and everything, just cramping everything into one line, just to keep things readable for myself and others. So yeah, for me it's an okay sacrifice. If player hittable, try hitting. So yeah, I'm gonna go around the same lines. Mark that, cut it, paste it. If players within hitting distance, consider hitting. Alright, so if absolute player x minus bx, I'm just gonna say for now equals. I don't, yeah. It might be funny to see him hit a bit earlier too. I don't know, maybe just for laughs. Maybe I'll do it at 8 as well. Oh, how about greater than equal to 8? I don't think he gets any closer than 8. Anyway, let's do it like that for now. Yeah, greater than 8. Then begin. I know this is dirty and silly, but just do another, pardon me, random number generator. times, what should I do? Times 8 maybe? I don't know. 12, I'll say. Yeah, alright, let's do 12. And, oh, I should only do this if he's in the walk state too, so I should assess, and this is where my mind will start forgetting what the and baddie and inf is in using the NMP walk. After a while you start forgetting what all your variables are doing. So yeah, I'll only allow the idea of a kick if we're not currently in some other kick. So if this, I actually make this equal some sort of other thing, k, I don't know, k equals this random number. If k equals 1, then how to do this? Baddie anim equals, what were the other ones now? That's my bookmark for now. If I go to the beginning with the home key and look for animp walk, Alt F, animp walk. Those was like P punch, P kick, down. Yeah. I could just randomly do any of them, but anyway, I'll go for just P punch and P kick for now. Just either of those two. Alright. So I'll just do my Alt F for my bookmark ZZZ and then P punch or P kick. Okay. I can aim for more sophistication later on. And then P punch. Actually I should do the frame back as well. Baddie frame equals baddie frame. Sorry, is equal to 0. Let's go to the first baddie frame. And if k equals, maybe 12 is a bit unfair. Maybe 8. Let's see. I guess again we don't know until we see it. Then baddie k equals 2. Then baddie and m equals anim p kick. Baddie frame equals 0. Okay. I think another. I'd probably like to see this in action. Maybe another thing I'll do outside of this is the incrementing of the frame. Yeah. Okay. So if baddie animation is not equal to animation p walk, then do the increment of the frame as well. Maybe I should do that prior to, yeah, I think maybe that prior to this stuff. And I don't know, just trying different things. Then baddie frame is equal to, maybe I should try the modulus trick this time. Equals baddie frame plus, where's the plus insert key? Plus 1, comma, whatever the max frame was. How did we get the max frame? Had like a max frame, baddie, anim. Okay, let's do that. Again, up here. Max frame, baddie, anim. And yeah, alright. Let's see how it goes. What's the worst that could happen? I'll save that with F3, F5. I should keep an eye on the time too. Hey, is my audio working? I forgot to check this time. Testing, test. Yeah, audio's working. Okay, good. Right, and I've got the 200% on ZEMU emulator, so it's building a bit faster. So I won't have to wait so long. Alright, I'll see how we go. Is he going to start kicking? Oh, no, bend not found. What have I done? Can I clear this? Help. For u equals that to 7. See a bend around there. So something 0 to 7. So what's above it? For u 132. Oh, it's the last line of the file. Oh, it was looking for a bend, so it got to the end of the file and couldn't find. Okay, I see. So something I've recently added had a begin and forgot to have a bend. Alright, has to be one of these then. So this has if, but there's no begin. Begin, bend. That's all good. Begin, bend. Frame, then begin, bend, begin, bend. I think we're good. I must have missed something. My eyes can't spot it. Maybe if I search for it. Alt F, begin. Then begin. Oh, there's no bend there. There you go. Yeah. Alright. Bend. Yep, that was the one. Okay, yep. Press F3 to save. F5 to build it again. Let's try again. Let's see if you throw some punches. Alright, spacebar. He's going to chase me. Is he going to start throwing punches? Yeah. Alright. Oh, but he kind of stops throwing punches after a while. Alright, so there must be something about the Alright, there's something at least there. I think after it gets to a certain point, he stops stop punching at me. So there must be something wrong with my logic. But I'm kind of happy with that as a start. Already he's got a bit of smarts to sort of chase and pursue me at different speeds. And I can play around with that and improve that over time. But yeah, that's a start. I'm happy to leave it at that. He's got a bit of a brain now and it can improve over time. Yeah, so hopefully it didn't drag on too long. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Just to get a sample of how we would add AI to the baddie. Yep, I'll kill the stream.